Hi everyone, so here's an arm workout for you to do at home. It'll take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on how many rests you want between movements. If you have 1 kilogram weights, please grab them. They're great to build extra strength, but you can do this workout without weights at all. So let's get started. So you want to start by coming to stand on your mat, feet hip point distance apart, nice and straight, firmly pressing those feet into the floor, and just notice that you're standing nice and tall, a little connection to core, shoulders nice and relaxed, and arms just hanging alongside your body, and firmly gripping those weights in your hands without over clenching them. And we're going to start with some gentle raises. And so as you inhale, you bring the arms up alongside your body. Make sure you're not lifting the weights higher than the shoulders. Keep them in line or maybe just below. The elbows are nice and soft, and then slowly bring them back down again. And you're going to go going up you go, and down. Make sure you're not using momentum, and down. So here we go. Now that you've got the movement down, we're just going to keep going. Nice smooth movements, feeling the shoulders, feeling the shoulder blades along the back of the body, feeling the top of the shoulders, those deltoids as they lift the arms away from the body. And just keep those forearms nice and active without over clenching those weights. That's it. And keep going. Start to warm up those arms nicely, keeping those elbows soft. And then the next one, we're going to hold it up. We're going to go for a few pulses. So keeping the shoulders down, keeping those armpits plugged in. Feet firmly rooted into the floor. And then we're going to flip those palms. Notice how this feels as you flip the palms. Opening the chest, broadening the collarbones, and keeping those elbows slightly soft. A few more pulses here. And from the pulses, you take it all the way up. You can even gaze up and bring the weights to touch. Then flip the palms and bring them back down again to that cross position. Flip, up you go, and exhale, bring it down. And flip, up you go, breathe, inhale, and exhale. So this is like high mountain pose, Urdhva Hastasana, and up you go, drawing the belly in and feeling that lift and lengthen in the spine as you take the arms up, gently touch, and bring it down. So it's almost the top part of a breaststroke movement. Beautiful long arms, and shoulders should start to burn now. We'll go for 3 more. Up you go. And down, long arms. Imagine you trying to touch each wall on either side of you. And last one, take it up for the inhale, and exhale, bring it down. Very good. You've brought the arms down now to that capital T position. You're going to flip the palms. You're going to bend those elbows. Now you're going to do, they're almost like elbow knocks. You're going to lift those elbows up and back like you're trying to knock someone out the way, but we're doing them together, 2 elbows at a time. Notice if your wrists want to do all the action, it's not about the wrists in this movement, it's about the shoulders, it's about the upper arms, it's about that connection to the armpits as well. This should burn pretty much straight away. It's quite heavy going on the arms, so let's keep it going. And every time you bring the elbows down, imagine plugging those shoulders down back along the ribs. Plug and plug. Keep that connection to the armpits. The neck stays long. You're breathing and you're smiling at the same time. Good. And we go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Okay, so from here we got to hug the tree. So it might be necessary for you to drop the arms a little bit so that you get out of the neck and out of those upper traps. You can extend all 8 fingers, keeping the thumb firmly gripped around the top of the weight. And then you're going to slowly bring your arms together like you're hugging a huge tree. So I'll show you from the side. It's nice and long arms, a little soften in the elbow, and then you slowly bring the arms out again and you squeeze shoulder blades together behind you. What's really important here is that you don't flare the ribs or stick the bottom out at all. You only go as far as your shoulder blades will go. This movement is from the shoulders. It's not about how far I can go and see if I can squeeze my shoulder blades together. You want to keep that belly tucked in. You want to keep that tailbone tucked underneath, glutes active, and off we go. We bring the fingers to touch. I'm going to turn to face the front again. And keep going. So you are broadening across the collarbones, but keep those lower ribs in check. And let's go for another 10. And 9. Long, strong arms. 8. And 7. Check in with your lower body. Is your belly still active? And you're still firm in the legs. Little squeeze of the bum. For 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Take it out to the side. Gently bring the arms down. Take a little rest. So for those of you who are not very strong in the deltoids, by now, here, deltoids, top of the shoulders, might be feeling a little burny, a little warm. So maybe turn to the side, interlace your hands behind your back with the weights in your hands, soften the knees, and open up through the chest as you squeeze shoulder blades together and gently forward fold. Now take it easy as you've got the weights in your hand, and you'll get a nice stretch here. Allow the belly to come down to the thighs. Relax the head and the neck completely. Take another big breath in. Exhale, bring all the way up and over as far as you can. And then slowly come on up. And then roll the shoulders back. Moving on. So the next few movements are about the triceps. And so we're going to start with the basic entry-level tricep moves, and just to warm up those triceps, and then I'll give you options if you want to take it a little further, build a bit more strength. And so moving back again onto the mat, taking the arms up and bending the elbows. So some of you with shoulder restrictions might find this quite challenging, and you may find the elbows have to go out to the side, you may find the shoulders will want to lift or the head wants to do something weird. So work with what you've got available in your shoulders, and you may need to take the elbows a little wider just to create some space in the neck, and maybe you can bring the elbows a little closer together. Just note when you turn to the side that you're not flaring the ribs again or sticking your bum out, or trying to take the arms back too far and poking your head. You want the movement to come from the shoulders as much as possible with no strain in the neck. But you want to take it back as far as you can. The forearms are parallel to the ceiling. So they're not here and they're not there, they're here. This is important because we're going to break this movement into two movements. We're going to do the top half and we're going to do the bottom half. So we're going to start moving back to my mat now by doing the whole movement. The shoulder blades, the weights touch the shoulder blades behind you. And you take it all the way up, extend the lock out fully, even if that means a little bit of hyperextension. And then slowly bring the weights together and bring them to touch between the shoulder blades. And up, and down. So you're doing the full movement, you're locking out at the top, you make sure you engage every muscle in your arm as you reach up and down, and reach up and down, and go for 5 more, just like this. Again, check in with those lower ribs, a little sucking in of the belly, a little squeeze of the glutes to make sure everything's in line. Lower body. Okay, so now we're going to hover at that halfway mark, which we mentioned before. And now we're just going to do the lower part. So we're going to tap those weights between the shoulder blades and bring them up to halfway. And tap, halfway. Tap, halfway. And we go for 15 like this. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You should feel the burn. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop at that halfway mark. We do the top variation. So all the way up, lock it out, and halfway down. Don't drop lower. All the way up, and halfway down. And all the way up, and halfway down. And we go for 12 and half. 11, half. 10. Don't rush it. If you want to go a little bit slower, 9. Make sure you engage fully. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4. Keep that belly engaged. And 3. Is the neck nice and relaxed? 2, and 1. And we do the full movement again for 15. Should be burning by now. 14. And if you need to rest, you rest anytime you want to, and join back in when you're ready. And 11, lost count there, and 10, good, all the way up, 9, and down, and 8, and down, and 7, and up, and 6, and down, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, last one, and 1. Bring the arms all the shoulders. Whew. Moving straight into the next movement. Okay, so now we're getting into the mid-back area. We're going to turn to the side and we're going to bring those arms back behind you. So I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera so you can see. So notice that the inner elbow there's a gap. So it's almost like I've got two little shark fins. But once again, I'm not sticking the ribs out, I'm not sticking my bum out at all. Everything's happening from the shoulders. If your shoulders don't allow you to go that far back, that's okay. But make sure that when you're doing these movements, you're not moving the arms up and down. You take it as far back as you can. You hug those elbows in and squeeze them together as much as you can. And then we're going to bend into a skiing position. So feet hip distance apart. You're going to bend here. And you're going to draw the belly in, you're going to lift those elbows up, squeeze them together as high as you can, and we're going to go for full extension. And we do 15 reps, and 13, and 12. It's just a hinge at the elbow. 11, 10. Squeeze the weight in towards the chest. And 8, 7, 6, 5, keep the belly engaged. 4, weight forward into the balls of the feet. 2, and 1, hold it there, and we pulse for 10, 9, up to the ceiling. 8, 7, check in with that neck. 6, 5, long neck. 4, 3, squeeze shoulder blades together. 2, 1, hold it there. Now try and get the weights to touch each other. For 10, we're not bending the elbows at all. Those arms are locked solid, so the movement's coming from the shoulder. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up you go. Roll the shoulders back. Whew, you should feel a nice burn in the mid-back. Okay, so the last movement exercise in this arm routine is going to be tricep dips and pulses. So you're going to need to find something to pop yourself up on. If you haven't got blocks, maybe you can find some books at home, make sure it's absolutely even. Depending on how much you want to challenge yourself, maybe 1 block, maybe you want to go a little higher, 2 blocks. This gives you a bit more range in the movements. Okay, so I've opted for 2 blocks so that I can get more range in my movement. My feet are hip distance apart, they're not too far away from me, so that when I push my hips up, my knees are neatly stacked over my ankles. Same with my wrists. Be careful, guys. Make sure that if you need to angle those blocks out, I don't want you experiencing any pain in the wrists. It can get a bit heavy once you're halfway through the sequence. So you're going to roll those shoulders back. You're going to make sure when you come up into your first reverse tabletop position that you're not too far forward. Get those shoulders back. Hollow out the belly, so a little tuck at the tailbone underneath. And make sure the feet stay flat. Often people tend to curl or flop into their feet. Make sure the whole bottom of the foot is connected to the floor. Okay, so we're going to start with tricep dips. So we're going to lower the body down. We're going to hover the hips above the floor. And then we're going to press all the way up and lock out those elbows. So you want to make sure you go through the whole range. You're going to dip down and you're going to bring it all the way up. No thrusting of the hips. Everything's happening from the arms. And up, and down, and up. And we go for 20, and 19, and 18. Notice what's happening with the shoulders. 17. If they're squeezing up into the neck, and then you've probably gone too high, you need to make sure you've got a long neck, and then everything's happening with the full chain of the arm. That's it. So I've lost count. 12, 11. So it's almost like a touch and go. 10, and 9, and 8. And 7, keep that core connected. 6, and 5, don't forget to breathe. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And now you're going to mini bend those arms and you're going to go for 20 double pulses. So it's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it forward, interlace the hands, press them forward, round out your back, maybe sliding the feet forward, tuck the chin, stretch it out, open up through the chest, and bring the arms down alongside you. So ultimately you want to try and go for at least 2, maybe even 3 sets of those dips. If you went too high, you can always lower the block so it's a little less intense.